Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Check. 280. Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Let's go. 32. Hey, Charlie. 54. 54. Watch the sled. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Stafford now to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Here you go.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Gun.
Check. Oh, look, flat.
Hey, steamer.
Rush in.
Through. Line out.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
80 weapons. Check 26, check 26. Gun. Here we go.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twins.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Jim. Check 52. Watch twist.
Gun.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
I got it. He's coming. We got double up. Slam.
300.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Sponge.
Gun.
Big Ed. Hey, check 24.
On the delay, this is Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there. On 3rd. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 1st down at Stafford. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. the gun, a run for Johnson. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
59!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, Zoo!
54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the 38, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw. At any place, any time, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
50-50. Check, Mike, 50. Hey, echo.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw is Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And the Lions first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Deuce, 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 deuce.
10. Easy, alert.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Hey, exit.
5-4. Hey, pick your game up.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, he'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 12 more yards there and another first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, dog.
Hurry. Hey, Delta.
Mike 54. Hey, that's what I do. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Stafford. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South. In Indiana, thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right, great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, one set.
Second down and goal. Stafford. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A second down throw for Cousins. Smith catches left side.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo.
Yellow. Gun.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Hey, orbit. We ain't giving them nothing to do.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Where's the hot?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to third down and 1.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill, kill, kill.
Done.
Check 24, check 24. 49, check 49.
Flick. Hey, flipper.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stay hot. Ready.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, Cam. First.
52.
Gun.
Go to rest, because I'm about to take you to school. Kill.
Two. First.
SOS.
So that'll back him up 5.
All day, baby, all day.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's taken in by Henderson. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A gain of 10 brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. He spots Henderson open left side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Bailey able to knock it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Kill. Watch.
Gun.
Watch the twist. Shit.
Flex.
Another carry now for Madison. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mike 52. He can't hang.
Cousins from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Here's Matt Weil now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
54. Buzz. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. 40 got.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
They go to Johnson again. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Show double right.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set. Waiting.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Here it comes.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo.
54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm scared.
21.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing his Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 5'2" is the Mike. Mike 5'2". Mike 5'2". Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Ken. Hey, flipper. Switch.
On third down, they run with Madison. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 9 yards on the carry. But it'll be fourth down now.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get help.
From the 35 on second down, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Johnson. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check three, check three, check three.
Gun. Hey, 382, last 50.
Alert three.
Line out.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Kill.
Tighten up. 22 jet bomber.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Going to run with Madison again.
Check.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
He's coming. Double up.
Bring up 48.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, switch gears.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Under 10. 10.
Here's Madison. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to... be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Ricky. 54.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, watch that.
Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here.
Hey, Ken. Good route here. Hey, Haywood.
Check out the three.
Line out, line out.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Safe.
Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
Check. Watch 54.
32.
On 1st down, Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
260. Omaha, ready, move.
Check safety.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 70.
Now Johnson. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. One last throw here for Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down to ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coupes.